My name is Tope Mark-Odigie, and I'm your favorite wealth and investment coach. So this conversation, I'm going to be talking to Gbenga Art Smith, and we're going to be discussing jewelry. We'll be talking about jewelry. So it's not my conventional conversation, but I'll still ask you to stick around and listen, because you know that whenever I come on live, I find a way to ensure that we add value to everyone who watches. So thank you all so much for joining. Trust you're all doing well. Good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. Let me know your name. I love to do that. I love to shout out to every one of you. But this is going to be an interview with Gbenga Art Smith, and we're talking about jewelry. So I am a fan of Gbenga Art Smith. I use his jewelry, and I deliberately didn't use a gift. I used the one I bought with my money. So thank you all so much for joining. How has your week been? A lot has happened in the news, and it's easy to get distracted, but I'm going to keep it on conversation. Gbenga's team reached out to me that we should have this conversation regarding jewelry. Is jewelry an asset or a liability? I need to be on the watch out for him so that I can see when he joins. We can do this quick. Yes, Rep 360 joined. My people in the office, people are watching. You don't know that you're using Rep 360 to join and watch. Hello. Okay, so Gbenga has accepted. We should have this conversation. Hi.
Good morning. Sorry, it's afternoon. Good afternoon.
Already.
Good to be here.
Good to see you. Good to see
You're looking radiant.
Thank you. So I got your gift, thank you, but I deliberately wore your jewelry piece that I bought because I know that I love supporting Nigerian, I'm an entrepreneur, and I understand the struggles of running a business in Nigeria and how people will say all sorts of things. So I deliberately go out of my way to support fellow entrepreneurs. And sometimes people will think, oh, he's an influencer, they have given you money, you are only mentioning
giving you a gift.
It was a gift. But there's a lady I've been carrying a bag, Eclat. I bought the bag with my money and I tagged her, you know. I bought this one and I've bought several gifts. I don't know, it's not about whether you know or not, you know. I have your bag, and I'm just saying this so that people don't just assume when you see any conversation like this. I'm setting a premise so that you don't hear and think this is what they are, is a paid for influence market something. No. If I did not see an angle to educate people, I will not have this interview, because if anything is going to come out from me, it has to add value and educate people and inform people. So that's the purpose of having this. So I'm supporting a fellow entrepreneur in Nigeria, and we're all facing the same thing: diesel prices, dollar inflation, all of that. And then I'm also supporting a brand I know delivers quality value. So
thank you.
That being said, let me welcome officially the CEO, the Gbenga Art Smith, you know. And you've been at this for a very, very long time, and I must celebrate your dedication. It is not easy to remain focused and doing the same thing, even when people that have come in and they go out. I really want to first celebrate that, and I want to then go into, and before we talk about your new collection, because I know you have a new collection, and I really would like you to talk about the reason for the new collection. I always wonder why designers bring out new collection, but we'll talk about that one later. But I want you to talk about share a few of your biggest wins in this industry, like the moment where this thing just fell. I like to lead with something positive. This was like, wow, this was a big win for me. This one, it made it worth my while that I stayed in this journey. What would be your biggest win?
So many, because I tell people that the thing that I put above every other thing, above income generation, I'm not in this business to compete with other entrepreneurs to be the most successful. When I say successful, commercially speaking, the most successful jewelry brand or the highest paid jeweler or whatever. I'm in it for impact. I may wonder that impact in jewelry. Yes, a lot of people have experience changes, radical changes in their lifestyle through wearing my jewelry. You know, I will talk about that later. So seeing the joy on the faces of brides when they wear my jewelry, that testimonials that, oh, your jewelry was the finishing touch, you made all the difference. Everybody couldn't stop talking about my look. It was more than what I imagined my wedding look to be. Or when somebody tells me that, oh, I wore your piece to work and then I was getting a lot of compliments. I've never felt that good before. You know, it gives me great joy because that's what I'm in it for. It's about impact, or is it the lives that are touched through this platform? Because I have an internship program, so disadvantaged people or out of school teenagers, I take them in and then I teach them on the job. And okay, so this is how the internship program runs. I take them in and then I train them and then I pay them for feeding and transportation, because most internships are not done that way. You actually pay for the internship and you pay for what is called freedom in the Nigerian context. I don't do all of that in Artsmith. So it's a way to also impact positively on the community as a whole. So those are the high points for me when I'm able to inspire other people, I'm able to influence other people, help people actualize their dreams. It gives me great joy.
I love that. I love that. I love the fact that you didn't say, oh, when the governor's wife wore my outfit, when the president did wore my neck piece, when something, because usually some people will see that as a high point, but it just shows how focused you are on what really is most important to you. So I want to go into your the proper interview. I know that you have this there's a new collection called the Glee collection, right?
Yeah.
And what is the difference between this collection and every other collection? Because I know that I have done a few of your collections.
Okay, so all of our pieces are limited edition. That is, it's not mass produced. We don't do mass produced jewelry. So you don't walk into a party and then you see yourself twinning. In fact, that's even beyond twinning. See yourself in multiples, like different people wearing the same jewelry that you own. No, we pride ourselves on exclusivity. That's why our slogan is exclusive, handcrafted, and elegant. But unlike our other collections, this is our first limited edition piece. Because with our other pieces, you could find a particular necklace that we've made hundreds of it or something, or earrings that were made hundreds. I mean, if a necklace is a bestseller for 4 years, you would have made thousands of that, hundreds of that particular piece. But this one is limited edition. That is, each one of the piece, we're not going to make more than 6 to 12 pieces of that particular design. And this is not just marketing strategy or whatever. The reason for this is beyond marketing. The reason for this particular collection being limited edition is the interesting story behind the creation of the collection. So one day I shared it on the platform on my Instagram page. One day I opened a storage cabinet and then I saw loads and loads of beads. I got tired of giving out beads, you know, people reaching out to me, oh, my cousin or my son is inspired by you, says that we wishes it can be like you, blah, blah, blah. I started making hand candies and all of that. I packaged, you know, beads that I have, leftover beads that we have in the cabinet, and we sent to people. But the more I sent out, the more it wasn't, this stock wasn't going down. So I said, okay, what can I do about this? You know, then a creative idea just popped up that, okay, why not upcycle these leftover beads, materials, and all of that, and then, you know, sell to people. So that's what makes it limited edition, because these leftover pieces are we gathered them from over the years. We've made several pieces. So some of these pieces, some of these materials are no longer in the market, you know, because we've had them for years. So either the supplier is no longer bringing it in, or it's just not out of circulation, because these factories, after a period of time, they stop producing some materials. Yeah. So if you own any piece from this collection, know that you're owning something exclusive to you that is not mass produced. That is, so that's what makes it special.
Okay, so I like the idea of people like the idea of exclusivity, but one of the things I always notice is even if you, there was a concept you shared, and it is not in your it's not in your question, you know, but it's a core part of our conversation. Okay, actually, you wrote it. With the rising cost of living, expenses, everything is going high. I'm all about investment. Everybody knows I talk about investment. Why would you want to consider buying jewelry? Why would you want to buy accessories? And I want to hear what you have to say concerning that. And on this one, I'm not on your side. Let us talk. You have to convince me. Yes.
Okay, so many people have never considered the importance of jewelry. They just buy it for the love of it. But when it comes to choosing between jewelry and then their other expenses, other things on their shopping list, they ask themselves, like, do I really need to buy jewelry? So I remember the lockdown 2020, that blew my mind. And that just validated my being in this business, that, you know, this is beyond just expressing your creativity, selling to make money and all of that. You are actually impacting lives positively. So I was with my cousin during the lockdown, of course, to overcome loneliness and all that. I couldn't leave it. I'm a bachelor. I was going to say I was a bachelor. I still am a bachelor. So I was with them during that period. And then he always noticed that I was on the phone talking about one delivery, talking about one design that I'm supposed to make. And it was like, are people still buying jewelry in lockdown? Nobody is going out. People are not going to work. It's all remote work now. So who are the people that are buying jewelry? You know, I said, funny enough, people are still buying jewelry. And then I decided to run an experiment. I conducted a poll both on our Insta story and on the home feed. And then I asked people that, okay, so I want to create some new designs. Are you going to buy? And surprisingly, a lot of people answered yes. I thought they were joking. So I tested the waters with, I think, 3 pieces. And then they sold out in no time. So I realized that for some people, it was retail therapy. For some other people, they still show up for work. Do you understand? Okay, look at the way you are now. You're just wearing a plain top and whatever. So many people even wore jackets and tied wrappers underneath. Nobody say it was the focus was on the upper part of their body, their torso. You know, so they didn't have an asymmetric skirt to show off their workwear fashion or nice pair of shoes. So they're limited to showcasing their style with, you know, their blouse and their jewelry. So a lot of people started seeing the importance of wearing jewelry, because some of them, they have a lot of blouses. They have different blouses. So they're tired of wearing the same blouse every day. It became boring, and their look became, they realized just how bland their look was. You know, they show up for work and then they're just sitting in front of the camera on the Zoom meeting wearing this black top, that just this black blouse that makes them look like they're in mourning. So they needed a touch of color. They needed a pop of, you know, life. And then that's where our jewelry came in. So a lot of people bought during that time. We released a collection called 10K Shop. It was a limited, okay, that was almost limited edition, but not as limited edition as Glee collection, which we're releasing this Sunday. And in 4 days, the shop was only open for 4 days. And in 4 days, guess how much we made in sales? Over 2 million. In fact, less than 4 days, we made over 2 million during the lockdown. So jewelry is very important. It symbolizes wealth, status, and a lot of other things. It's used to boost your confidence, because when you look good, you feel good, and this boosts your self-confidence. And we all know that self-confidence is important to productivity at work. It's very critical. So jewelry is more than just buying to show off and then, you know, to put something over your outfit. No, it's much more than that.
So honestly, the truth is, I'm not naturally a jewelry person right from time. And I'll put a background to that. I was born in a white garment church. CNS, we're not the ones that wear gold, though. You know, Cele wears gold with their white.
Yeah,
church, you don't wear jewelry when you wear your white. From then, I went into CAC. And for years, we did not wear jewelry at all. My default, I don't like wearing earrings. Like, If my hair is long, I will not wear it. I would rather neck piece than earrings. So
That's the way it's supposed to be done, actually.
yeah. So I don't even have, I have just one piercing and I barely use that single piercing in my ear. So I'm not naturally a jewelry person. But one of the things I noticed, is despite the few times I started wearing a bit of jewelry, the compliments are like a lot of compliments. It's just so much like, oh, this is really, really nice. Now I want you to answer this question. There are a lot of people that sell this ready to ship jewelry everywhere.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Fashion jewelry.
Yes, all this costume, fashion. What's the difference between your Gbenga at Smith collection and those ones? Personally, I know, because I know the compliments I get when I wear your own. But let me just let you say it.
So I like the way my cousin put it. She said, jewelry is like signature. You can't append your signature the exact way twice. It's not possible. It's your signature. When people see it, they say that, oh, this is so person's signature, but you will not append it the same way in the same spot twice. So that's what makes jewelry unique, handcrafted jewelry that is unique. Because ready to ship jewelry, costume, fashion jewelry that we'll find in the markets like Balogun and the rest, they are mass produced by machines. They're not, they didn't evolve. In fact, they involve little or no human assistance. But with handcrafted, it is handmade from beginning to the end. It's handmade with love, with care. Do you understand? It's meticulously handcrafted. So more attention is paid to details when you're making handcrafted jewelry, unlike ready to ship, because you have thousands or millions of that particular design to mass produce. So you don't have time to be so detailed, even though yes, they have a quality control team and all of that, but they won't pay as much time to it as handcrafted jewelry. So people are also asking that why is handcrafted jewelry more expensive than fashion jewelry and all that? Apart from the difference in quality, now the handcrafted, ready to ship jewelry, they are mostly gold plated. Gold plated doesn't last. After a while, it begins to tarnish. But handcrafted jewelry, my own kind of handcrafted jewelry, they're made with gold-filled jewelry. They last for up to 2 years, 3 years, and more. If you maintain it properly, I've had customers tell me that they've been wearing a particular piece they bought from me since 8 years ago, and it has not tarnished. It's not out of style. That's another thing. Our designs are classic. They are timeless. You wait 8 years time, and people wonder, where did you just get this from? The quality has not faded. So I don't do trends. I don't do what is popular. I do what is timeless.
Someone just last week, I wore one of your pieces and he was like, you're just launching all these bangers. I said, no, this one is actually an old one, no, 2020. I had to tell them, I said, this one is actually an old one. This is 2020.
Nobody wants to believe that.
I got new ones for I got myself a few jewelry for my birthday. I just felt like I wanted to just do it for myself. I ended up putting myself inside like a little trap, because all the things I bought for myself, I had to buy for friends. When they say this one, I want it. So I ended up buying for them, buying for others. But here is the thing. Quality things are not cheap.
At all.
And I am all for quality. But you have been able to infuse affordability into your jewelry, and you are now saying that this Glee collection would still be affordable, even though it is limited edition. They are unique pieces, they are handcrafted, and they will still be affordable. What exactly, how would you achieve that, and would it really be durable?
So a lot of people have asked me that question, actually, that are you sure? Are you making, you can imagine clients who have bought the pieces because we've released the collection to our email subscribers. So many people who have received their jewelry are like, I didn't expect it to be such good quality. I didn't expect it to be this good. So how are you doing it? Because it is worth more than the money. I'm not trying to flatter myself. This is not a glib speech. These are real testimonials from real people. How come that these are real gemstones? These are real gold-filled accessories. How are you able to do that? And then I said, if I didn't release this collection, if I didn't upcycle this leftover materials, they're going to waste anyway. Are you getting my point? Yeah. We're going to leave it in the cabinet, and when we're moving somewhere else, they're going to spill. We're going to pack them and trash them anyway. So it's really not about the money making. It's a solution to a problem that we have. So as we're providing solutions to people's lifestyle needs, we're also providing a solution to our own need. So we are decluttering. That's the solution to a problem that we're having, because it's just taking up storage space. We're unable to take in new materials because the old ones are still there. So it works both ways. It's a symbiotic thing. So we're scratching the backs of our customers, and they're also scratching our back by buying the species. So they're helping us declutter by buying the species.
Okay, so let me you told us about how what inspired you to do this, but I wanted to find out from you, and the reason I want to find out from you is the people already have a mindset when they think of jewelry makers in Nigeria. They think wedding, beads,
Yeah.
layer. So can you show us a few of this Glee collection that you have? Yes.
Okay. So the pieces are very versatile. Like I said, is an answer to the lifestyle problems that our customers have. And right now, people are cash strapped, but they still want to look good. They still want to accessorize. They still want to buy new jewelry rather than wearing old tarnished jewelry. So we decided to make them affordable and versatile, so that one jewelry piece is equal to having 5 pieces. They can wear it to work, they can wear it for play, they can wear it for occasion, like special occasions like weddings. So a piece like this, you can wear it to work, you can wear it on an Ankara outfit for, I hope you can see, you
Yes.
can wear it on an Ankara, on an Ankara outfit, on lace. Is very versatile. Can you see?
Yes.
So it's not bridal looking, it's not too serious looking that you see it and say, oh, this one is just for work. It's very versatile, and then you can wear it in different ways. So it has a clasp here that you can undo. Sorry,
It's fine.
You can undo it and wear it in whatever length. So you can wear it longer depending on the neckline of your outfit. So if it's high neck, you can wear it this way.
Now that's very important. You see my jewelry, there were times when I would have to take it to the back because where this is always falls too low. So people don't see the beauty of my jewelry. They only see so this solves that problem.
You can adjust the length, so you can make it fitted to the neck, you can make it loose depending on the neckline of your outfit. And then we have the pair of earrings. Is one of the best sellers. A lot of our email subscribers got the red version of this pair of earrings. Stud earrings you can't go wrong with stud earrings. You can wear it anytime, any day. You don't need a special location to wear it. You don't look overdressed or over accessorized when you wear stud earrings. And then we have, if you want a more dressy look, we have hoop earrings. Yeah. This one too is a current bestseller. Then if you're the type that you don't like beaded pieces, you don't like too much of beads in your accessories, you want something simple, you don't wear statement pieces, there's this one, the dinner neck piece. And if you're a lover of traditional gems, we have corals, authentic coral. There are a lot of them. For those who love simple pieces, who love more metal in their jewelry, this is another one, the epi neck piece. These are real gemstones and authentic gold-filled accessories. I can go on and on. There's so many different pieces that we have. This is another one. It's a rosary style neck piece. So it comes in 2 variants.
So I can see, honestly, I love that green. I love the green. I have something blue. I have a lot of blues. I tend to go towards blue because my brand color of my real estate company is blue. So I build towards blue a lot. But that's a nice green. I want to final question. So everybody watching right now, for those that are interested in acquiring any of your pieces, the concern will now be, are there going to be any discounts? Will there be any promo? How much what's the offer?
The prices are as low as 7,500 Naira, and the discount is up to 35% off every of the pieces. I mean, isn't that amazing? Because they are limited edition pieces, they should cost more. But I like to go against the grain. I like to obey the law and break the rules. So the rule says it's limited edition, it should be very expensive because you're not going to reproduce them. But I'm going against. I said, you know what? Every woman deserves limited edition pieces. So if you're a low income earner, middle income earner, you deserve your own limited edition. You don't have to break the bank to buy any of these pieces. You don't have to be friggin' rich. You don't have to be a B-suite manager to be able to afford this pieces. It's for everybody. Almost everybody.
Let me throw in one bonus question. There is something I learned from you, and it's something I know, but I like the way you use it to explain your jewelry, and I can testify to. You said something about cost per use.
Yeah.
Can you quickly just throw that in? For those watching that are not jewelry people, they feel all this Nigerian jewelry are just charging so much.
They're expensive, yeah. So talking about cost per use, like I said, our pieces are made with real gemstones and authentic gold-filled accessories, meaning that they last longer than fashion jewelry, costume jewelry that you buy for 2,500. So apart from the exclusivity of our handcrafted pieces, they last long. They're created to last, unlike the fashion jewelry. So I'll not forget a time that I visited in Dubai, and then I went to the gold souk. So my sister went with me, and then she said, you know what, market these people now. She saw an array of beaded pieces. It was put in one corner of the shop, and she was like, market these people now. You should sell to them. You know, you should. This is export opportunity. I said, okay, that's good. So I told the guy, and then I was trying to, you know, explain why my own beaded jewelry pieces are better than the ones on display, because I could obviously see that the ones on display are gold-plated accessories mixed with beads. And then he said, you know what, he believes me. He believes that my own kind of beaded jewelry is different, and then they are made of better quality and all of that. But because of his customers, they will not buy more than, I can't remember, this was 2017, and they won't buy it for more than, I think, 110 dirhams. And I said, that is very low. Do you understand? It doesn't even cover my cost. So I was trying to sell to him for, I think, 300 and something 300 and something dirham, and then he said no. I said, you know what, let's do this. I'll give you some of these jewelry pieces to display in your store. I won't charge you anything. When you sell, you give it to me, but please sell at so price. He was trying to explain that those beaded pieces that I saw in the corner of the shop, that's why it's in one remote area in the store, that those pieces are low-end pieces. They are low-ticket items, and they sell faster because people always come back to buy, to replenish their purchases. I think he said every 3 weeks, that because they're for everyday purposes. But people buy costume, that is gold-filled jewelry, and then gold jewelry for special occasions. So maybe for Friday Juma, they go for gold-filled jewelry, but for occasions like weddings, like funerals, they go for gold jewelry. But for everyday wear, you know, they wear abaya, kaftans, and all of that. He said most of the people who patronize them are from Francophone countries, you know, Mali and what have you. So they wear bubu and all of that. They go for the low ticket items. So that is the difference between the two. So I said, okay, my own pieces are in between these two. So try it. Do you know that I had not gotten to my hotel before this guy called me and said, somebody has bought the pieces, but one of the pieces you forgot a pair, one of the pair of earrings. That, can you come back now? That the woman is traveling back to, I can't remember the country, but it was a Francophone country. She was traveling back to the country the next day, and she needed to get it that day. I had to dash to my hotel and then rush back to give it to her. And he was surprised. And we've had a pleasant relationship since then. This was 2017 till now is how many years? 5 years. 5 years, you know. So that's the major difference, because our pieces, you wear it over and over again, unlike the gold-plated pieces that you have to buy. Those women have to buy every 3 weeks, every month, every 2 months. You buy this one and then you have it for 3 years, 4 years or more. Because in our package, we also give you a guide, a jewelry care guide, to help you maintain your pieces, so you can wear it for up to 8 years and they will not tarnish. That's a fact.
So honestly, I would like us to end the meeting on that note. Every one of you that joined, please note that the Gbenga Artsmith is releasing a Glee collection on Sunday, this Sunday, and pieces go for as low as 7,500 naira. And many of them are on discounts as high as 35%. I use Benga at me because I know that I love quality. I don't want to have to be rebuying and buying. I have weeks of I don't have to rebuy wigs within 2-3 years because they last me long. So I'd rather spend the money, buy a good thing that I can use for a long period of time than buy lower quality things that I would have to be replacing over again. And I must say that your pieces are statement pieces. They are pieces that start conversation. They are conversation starters, and they are a way to make a good impression of yourself. So I think every woman should have it, and even men. My husband has a few of your wristbands, so we are totally a fan of what you're doing, and I really wish you all the best. And I will be buying. I'll check what fits me within the Glee collection, and I'll ask everybody to do the same as well. It was nice spending your Friday afternoon with you. Thank you all so much for joining. Huh?
I said I have a request. This was a very interesting conversation. I would like if you can save it so we can share I can share the replay on my platform.
Oh yeah, I was going to. I do actually intend to save it. I was planning to save it.
Thank you. I really enjoyed the conversation, by the way.
Thank you.
I didn't plan to say all I said. It was purely spontaneous.
All right. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.